Why would not garage? I was hoping to be working on that, but we're going to be working on the Charger. Was to drive it today, and it began to overheat. I saw steam coming out from under the hood, so I pulled over. Saw there was water in between the valley over here. Couldn't really see anything. Cost $175 to get it towed, 1.5 miles. So that's good. That's fun. So just to give y'all an update of what it is, or not really an update, just tell y'all what it is. It's the oil cooler. These things are notorious for having problems or issues with the oil coolers. Either the oil cooler leaks oil or the oil cooler leaks antifreeze or your water. So that being said, I got it up here. I got it back over here. Stuck the garden hose in it, or water hose in it. Started feeling like I start seeing the bubbles coming up from under the oil cooler. So I naturally went and bought one. It's somewhere that I put it. It's probably still in the car over there at the house. So just to give you an idea, here's the oil cooler. Here's the oil filter for it. It's all in one. It's basically all one part. I want to say I have it. Is it still in the car? Let's see. Is it still in here? Or is it in the house? I think I brought it in the house, did I? Yes, it's in the house. So, that being said, it looks like this. This piece of plastic with a little bit of aluminum. So to give y'all a little heads up what it looks like, this part here, that's where I can see the water coming through. Should have a water jacket. Yeah, the water jacket's here in the front. Should be an oil port. Actually, this is the oil port. It should have water jackets. That should be oil here. It goes through the cooler. But it's leaking here. So I'm thinking this O-ring or whatever gave out. I don't think you can order the O-rings. If you could, I'm a dummy. I just spent 320 bucks. Comes with all the intake gaskets too. So whenever you change all this stuff out, even if it doesn't look, even if it does look like they're still good, even comes with instructions or destructions. So even if it looks good, just go ahead and change them out so you gotta take all that crap back apart, because it's gonna be a pain. I did it on the Durango a few months back. I'll hold on to the box real quick. Turn this light off, saving power. But like I said, with 120 bucks, they do make an all aluminum one where it keeps the plastic from cracking. But I think it's an O-ring that actually did this. So I'm gonna start getting some things set up so we can start taking this thing apart. So we're gonna take this off, upper intake, lower intake, which we're gonna disconnect the injectors. The guy that showed his took his fuel rail hose off. I didn't do it with the Durango. I literally just picked it up and literally zip tied it to the windshield wiper where it was out of the way, and it was enough clearance for me to get in here. This one's actually a lot better than the Durango. The engine's pushed further back here. You can't reach anything. So Mopar, who knows. So let's get all this stuff started and we'll start tearing the thing apart. All right, so I've already disconnected this. Well, not really disconnected, but it's already unloosened this up already. Take your air box, all the stuff. Make sure you put the stuff where it ain't gonna get damaged. Somewhere nice and close. Make sure you put your screws and bolts back where you get them from. That way you're not losing anything. All right. Now we get the joy of disconnecting all these clips, which are fun. I don't know why Dodge decided to want to put all these locking clips, all this stuff. That was stabbed in my finger. Trying to figure out how to get this clip off. The guy just showed him, he just kind of rolled it and it came off. But I can't see how it comes off. That one out the way, that one out the way. That one can stay once we get the piece off. I gotta find where I did my little thing that's gonna be way too big. I have a little thing that goes in there. That's really gonna give me the worst trouble is this thing. I can't really see how you get it off. There's no like little pin or nothing. I'm about to get the whole diaper treatment. I can always just put another zip tie in here. Replace this one. Just be careful so you don't cut your wire. Like so. And you just get you another zip tie and throw that bastard in there. So that's disconnected, that's disconnected. There's no clamp on that, so it's just does it just sit on there? Because he disconnected all these. That son of a bitch is on there. Jeez Louise. I know he took that off too. I want to get it off because I want to be able to take this whole thing out the way. Where's that go to? All the way around to this, to over there. There can't be nothing serious holding that on there because it's just like it's on there. I'm not gonna fight that hose for fucking 15 minutes. So anyway, I was rudely interrupted by work. I found my little tool, by the way. I got the hose off, just need a little prying to get off. Got all that other stuff off. I may leave this one here because I don't think it's going to be in the way. It may not be. And if it is, I'll just pull it off if I got to. It ain't going to be much to pull off. But we're just going to just keep cracking at this thing and getting this thing. This should be an overflow line right here in the front. Some more of these stupid clips. The guy said he just rolled it and it comes off. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Just roll it, you dummy. So you can take this and just tuck this off so you forget about it later and don't have to worry about it because you'll never use it again. I think we really only have one more hose to go, which I may take that one off just to get it out the way. Here, I'm trying to see, it's like a boot. I can't tell. How about that, like that? He took this whole boot off. I'm just gonna slide that off. Anyways, anywho's, Just take all this. This should all slide to the back, out the way once I'm done with it. Out the way, out the way, out the way. My little tool. Get this out the way. I'll probably end up cutting this video to make it shorter because I know it's going to be kind of long. Just took all this crap out the way. Make sure you forget where everything goes. Makes it more challenging. These are going to be 8 millimeters. So, motorcycle. I forgot how many there are on here, but we're just going to go ahead and bust them out the way. You also got like side mounts too. I think they're like 10 millimeters and like right here and stuff like that. Where do I put those wrenches? Ready, 10? Yeah. Mopar stuff. You don't hear me say that crap a lot. I mean, between that and Stellantis. I know the one thing they did right was they put the cabin filter like right there where you can actually get to it, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I really like to take this one off that one, but I don't want to break it. That would make this a lot easier to get off here. Or probably just get a 10 millimeter socket to make it way easier. Man, it's hot. It's supposed to rain today too. That's what they say. It's supposed to rain. It always rains on my days off. Anyway, how's y'all days going? Y'all doing all right? Y'all buying vehicles and they're running half-ass? Cool, stuff like that. I'm getting those Chevrolets. Kind of looks like, I don't know if that's, like a little stainy stain right there too. Just trying to, I can see kind of some kind of crap there too, but you know, to each his own. Where's that other one at? There should be a stud, not me, but there should be a stud somewhere down here-ish. I think this wire's connected to it. Which I can't see because y'all are in the way. Let's put y'all right here. Y'all sit right there? Sweet. Can y'all see? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where's my little dinky dink tool at? Oh, this is gonna fit. I'm gonna try it. Ow. Ow. Why do they make things so sharp? Y'all hate us that much? I don't want y'all working out stuff. Just gonna make things like razor blades so we can cut your hand all over. That's awesome. I don't think that's moving like at all. Can we? I think you can get a wrench back there. Let's see. Is that a 13? It might be a 13 because of the metric system. Oh yeah, it's 13. This wire would come off. Sweet. Like that. Come on. Pretty big. Oh yeah, that came off. I'm gonna take this. Do some of this. Do some of this action. It's like an all thread through. Since you'll never find the hole again. That's what she said. There we go. mosey on to the other side. As Vice Grip would say, the drinker side. Why won't this thing like rotate? Are y'all sideways right now? How are y'all looking right now? This looks ridiculous. Y'all see that? Y'all see all up in there? Can y'all get all of my business? Don't worry about that. I'll pick that up later. Anyways, so yeah, so they put like 9 screws, yeah, it should be screws in the top of this intake. So that's not enough to hold that on there. So they decided to put all these side mounts and stuff, so you can kind of like kill yourself doing this crap. I don't understand why he actually took this mount and loosened this mount, because I think once you, because that mount over there is off, so it should just be able to lift and just push off that way, from my understandings. This GoPro's getting hot, y'all. I got the fan running on that thing over there too. It's like probably about 90 degrees out here right now. Just FYI, I'm selling the red truck. I'm tired of messing with it. Tried running it with the fuel tank and blah 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 blah. It ain't done crap. So that being said, we're just gonna sell them. That little ratchet one too. Missing. Oh, there's one right here. Should move like so. Yep, like that. Look at that. Boom. Boom, bitches. Ow. So now we got the intake off. I can see how weird this engine is. It's just freaking soaked with antifreeze. So we gotta disconnect coils from injectors. This is the line that he disconnected from the fuel line. It doesn't look really dirty in here. It looks pretty nice. Not like that Durango. Durango was filthy. So let me I'm gonna shut this off for a minute, let it cool off. So I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna disconnect these both sides, and then I'm gonna take in the 8 millimeters all the way around, and then that should come right up. So when I come back after this cools, this is just antifreeze. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna let this thing cool off so we don't overheat the camera. Be back. I went a little further than what I was expecting. So, like I said, the guy took that fuel line off. I literally just zip tie it to the freaking windshield wiper, get it out the way. These I'm gonna change all these too. Put all new ones on there. I taped all this off to keep junk from getting in. I cleaned it up with some brake clean. See all that gunk in there? We gotta get all that shit out. So you got your water, oil. This should be water. Or should it be oil? It's oil. Sorry, that's Earl. Oh, I need to get this connector out of this. What's that in? Oh, that's right there. Okay, that's good. Anyways, So when you get that crack cleaned out. So looking at this, you can see where the water fails. This one seems all right. Seems a little squished, but that one you can see where all the residue was coming around. It finally just made its way around and just started blowing water out of it. So this is going to be the culprit. Got temperature for oil and water. Everything's right there on this cooler. As you can see, I'm going to bring it over for the other one. I don't know if the light's going to show it because it goes dark and light, dark, light. You can see how much the O-ring sticks out of these. See how the O-rings stick out of those. And I want it to fall because that's $300. This one's pretty much non-existent. This one's flush as shit. This one's flush as shit. That one's flush as shit. So all the flush as shit, we can't use it because it's going to leak. So if I ever stop getting called by work, I might be able to finish this crap. Like I said, it didn't take long. There is this, I don't know what it is with Stellantis, man. They zip tie everything. They redneck the crap out of this thing. So I just cut the zip tie off that oil line for the cooler to make it longer. I can just reach it out and put the clamp on and clamp off. I'm gonna clamp all this. I'm gonna put the hose back on there, all the gauges back together, sensors back together before I go to install it in. That way y'all can see that. I need to clean this entire valley out. It is horrible. I don't see how we didn't have an oil leak too, because there's a lot of crud in there. The engine itself is not dirty. It is, I mean, it's got dust and stuff on it, everything like that, but it's not like, it ain't like that Durango, but it had like 240,000 miles on it, but this one's only got 84, I think. So it ain't that bad. If that lasts another 80,000 miles, that'd be about 160, so I'll be happy with that. So let's get all this stuff cleaned up. I'm not gonna let y'all watch me clean this crap up. I'm just gonna turn y'all back on and go to reinstall everything. That way y'all can see all this stuff. But it's not bad. How y'all like my cool ass fucking AC? That shit's awesome. But all right, let me get all this crap cleaned up, then we'll get back with y'all. All right, it's about to rain, so let's try to get this thing finished up. I don't like better put the cooler in it yet. But anyway, I got the oil cooler back in. It's 8.8 foot-pounds, each one of these bolts in the back. Put the oil line back on, the sensors back together. Let's see if I can find this thing. Go ahead and change out these O-rings. Put some new ones. And I always leave my stuff taped up until I'm ready to put everything back on. You never know when you're gonna drop something. And plus I want to wipe the face of this thing off too, because it looks kind of dirty. I mean, they don't look bad, but they're squished. But yeah, it's, I need to try to find out how putting them puts y'all like all up in the fucking in the middle of the fucking stuff. I don't know if they're just wearing stuff on their hats, wearing the meta glasses, which I don't want to pay for. I don't want to buy that crap. But it just seems like they get better shots. I don't know. This is a one-size-fits-all type of deal. So you're gonna slide these in, which stick out a lot further than what the other ones were. I think it's the same thing as that oil cooler. Them O-rings are just ready to be changed. Gives you a good sit. And when I took this off, I did have a little bit of oil in between this intake and the actual head. So I mean, the O-ring was actually leaking a little bit, but it wasn't enough to where it was causing an oil leak to where you could see it or consuming oil or spilling oil out. I would say consuming because it ain't eating oil. It's just not spitting out the bottom of the car. It's a lot better fit than those other ones. Y'all probably gonna hear the thunder and all. If it rains, we're still gonna be out here doing all this. That's why I took the canopy and put on. I want to find me one of those metal carport deals and just add on to the front of the shop. So when I'm doing stuff like this, we can wheel things out. We can do things out here. Put some more lights under it. Maybe do some nighttime stuff. Who knows? But I'd like to find me one. That doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So this is tightened down. Like I said, all that stuff's together. Now it's just reassembling all this crap. I'm getting this girl back on the road. Whew. Baggy. I guess I should have read these first, but I guess I got it right because that baggie said, I don't know why, but they're exactly the same. Are they the same? No, the upper ones are squared. They're square. Oh yeah, gotta get rid of our zip tie. Let's suck it back down. All this crap lined up. Which one is it? I think these are smaller ones. Yeah, this is smaller ones. Now let's try to line all this crap back up. I might have got it. Never tighten one down. Always go in a pattern. Kind of make sure everything's lined up. You want to tighten down 4 of these, and then all of a sudden 2 of them ain't going in. You gotta take all that, start loosening all this stuff back up, and then doing all that. I gotta run to the store and get some coolant. I don't have any coolant. I mean, I guess I kind of could have just put the coolant in there just to see if it will put all this back together, but I'm confident enough to think that all this stuff is gonna be just fine. Just fine. I may have to add a little oil because that filter is going to be dry when it starts up, when I go to start it. Across that, let's get this water leak fixed first, and then we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that kind of crap afterwards. So far, got a new tire, new front suspension, new oil cooler, new owner. So, hoping she'll start being nice to us again. I mean, like I said, it ain't the end of the world if the oil cooler goes out. You gotta change it. I mean, yeah, what time is it right now? I don't even know what time it is. Can't tell. Anyway, it didn't take us long. If I wasn't recording this to show y'all, I'd probably been done by now. But it ain't hard to change. The only thing is, you just want to make sure that that oil cooler itself is torqued down to the right specifications. You do not want to over torque that to crack it again, and then you just be doing it all. You'd be paying $300 for another one. So that'd be no bueno. Why they gotta be so long, dude? Like this thing's gonna like fly off. $16 bolt, 2-inch piece. I'm sure there's specific torque for this. We're gonna go right about, oh yeah, that seems about right there. Yep. 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 Click. 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 And click. Let's get rid of these bad boys. Oh yeah, these things are loose. Loose as hell. And soak it all. So how's your weekend starting out? So anything else you would like to see on the channel as far as builds go? Like I said, I'm selling the red truck, whatever money I'm getting from that. I'm also gonna be selling my boat. I'm selling the truck for $2,800. I got about $4,000 into it, so I'm gonna take a loss, but I'm actually probably more than that. But I'm gonna take that money, buy something to make a project out of. I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna start building, selling, building, and selling, building, and selling. More to go before we go any further with putting the intake and all back on. We're gonna hook up all these injectors and stuff back too before we get any further when we need to make sure we're not missing anything as we're going up. Plus we're gonna take it back in the same order that we put it back together, the same order that we took it apart. All right, so injectors, ejectocito cuz. All right, 1, 2, trace. Oh yeah, FYI, it's kind of hard to not put these things back in the place they belong in because they're wired exactly where they need to go. The length and everything. You just literally just push them where they need to be. Just like so. See, all your ejectors are back in place, all your coils are back in where they need to be at. This needs to go back right there. Get our bougie clips back together. There's that one. We got that one. I think that's it. I don't think this one here goes. That one's already in there. That's to break it. That's to break it. I want to say Everything else connects to the top. So let's move y'all back some. Y'all up my grill, man. I need to chill out with that shit. I need a freaking. Would this be better if I just did y'all like this? Boop. That better? I would love to put y'all somewhere where y'all can see, but you know, shit happens. Hood's broken right there. I might need to raise that one up a little bit. I believe fucking truck is badass. Maybe time to put that intake on. First, let's put this back on. Let's put something that's flammable on the engine. That makes all the sense. Alright, so you can oil out something. Oil out the intake. Anyways, anywho's, this Batman Gemma back to where she needs to be. Pretty much right there. Let's see what we got going on. Is it a bigger one? No, same size. Same size. I was aiming for the wrong one. Maybe? Could be? Possible? Where's that at? There it is. Stay with me, people. We're almost out of the woods. I'm on to Grandma's house. Alright. They seem to be starting. So, I do not want to use an impact because I do not want to freaking break anything. right. And put those two on that side. Let's see what we got going on over here, though. I want to kind of see if we can get this bracket and all back together. We start getting hoses and all in the freaking way. Out the way, out the way. Figure if I get this on there, tighten this up. That should line up, whatever it is. It will be lined up over there. Like I said, don't tighten everything down, because that's when you're gonna freaking find out that you can't get it together. It's like people can't get their life together. Can't get this back together. So, ow, that's sharp. Hoses are in the way. That's the correct one. Any hole that has there. There it is. Oh man. Why do you put stuff like that? Alright, so let's see. So it should be 10mm. We'll use a small ratchet for that. Where I put that small ratchet. So a lot of guys use a wrench, and you can. Some of these are just a lot easier just to. Use the damn ratchet. I want to say it's a 13 in the back. 13 right here. Like I said, see how easy it is putting it all back together. I mean, it's not really that difficult. Don't celebrate too fast, because you never know. Something's still gonna leak. That was a pain in the butt to get off. It ain't gonna chafe anywhere or anything like that, so you don't worry about any of that stuff. It's just a wire that goes like that. Like I said, I don't know why they put the side bolts on here for, because you have like 9. I understand if you they'd have just put 2 more like down this way, you'd have been perfectly fine. Instead of having these brackets that get in the way. Maybe they did it to keep you from working on it. And force you to go to the dealership so they can have the best time of their life taking all this crap apart. But I don't see why they needed to do all that. It's kind of overkill for me. So, let's see what we got. This hose goes there. I remember I was a pain in the butt to get off. It goes there. This one goes right there. This goes. Break my damn teeth trying to get that thing in there. Let's see. What's there? Some other hoses that need to go somewhere. So this one definitely goes here. It goes here. And where do you go? Somewhere. Where's the thing at? Yep. That one goes here. So, before we do all that, let's get all these torque back down where they need to be. Don't have to be overly tight because it's plastic. Unless you're going to want to replace all this crap. And I don't. Sweet. All right, so that. Oh, that's in. Wasn't there one on this side too? Take it off. Where did that wire go? There it is. Where are the wires? The stupid hose. Ta-da. All right. So now, what we can do? Let's put this crap back on. That's in. That's in. That's in. Come over here. A little wire goes. Flip this to the back. Boom. There. Car's back together. All I gotta do is tighten this little thingamabobby. Is this one? Is it this one? Yeah, first try. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut this video. I'm gonna go run the old alleys. Oh, by the way, shout out to Over. I know I talked some shit to him about him But dude, they had this part in stock, and they normally don't. So shout out to O'Reilly's for being on their game, for having parts in stock. So I'm gonna go jump into Plymouth, which has been running great, by the way, if y'all were asking. I know y'all were wondering about it, but yes, it's been running great. That's actually what I used to actually go back to the gym, because this one broke down. I'm not gonna miss my gym day. So she is purring like a kitten. So I'm gonna go ahead and start picking these tools up. I'm gonna run the O'Reilly's and the Plymouth. Come back, we'll start filling this thing up with some water and some antifreeze and go from there. So we went to O'Reilly's, got some of this orange stuff, Fords, Chrysler, GMCs. It may have some water still left in it. I don't think all of the water came out. We're just gonna fill it up until, it says it takes like 2.5 gallons, so we'll just fill it up, see if we're leaking. I know a lot of people are like, why don't you just fill it up with water and see if you're leaking first? Highway, dude. Because I think I feel confident enough to think that that's what it was, and that it's not gonna leak. I must have a lot of water left in it. Let me go get my flashlight. Probably overkill, but I'll be able to see. It's still full. Let's fill up to the fill line for cold, and then we'll give it a start and see if it goes down any. Let me look at the keys. Remote starter from out here. See, I want to make sure there ain't no leaks while I'm out here. They should have already been pouring water out of it. And that's residual water left in there. Not much, but just enough. Seems to be running, it's pretty quiet. Running pretty good. It ain't leaking yet, so they should have already been pouring water out. I mean, it poured water as soon as you poured it in. Okay. And then the car's dry. Call that a success. Like I said, sometimes it's the simplest problems that you can solve yourself. I want to get the run to come up to temperature and everything like that. The engine's just not hot enough yet. But like I said, it ain't leaking. It ain't doing anything like it's supposed to. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I still smell antifreeze. I think because I got it open. But I'm gonna consider that a win. So maybe tomorrow we'll get back to working on the truck. This is all covered in tools now. But we'll get all this cleared up, all this crap cleaned up, and we'll start working on the C10, try to get it done, ready for paint. But like I said, like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, if you want to see something else on the channel, more welcome to suggest things, and we'll get it done. But we'll see y'all next time on What Now Garage.